Gomu Gomu no Mi. Luffy's Gomu Gomu no Mi is the first devil fruit we're introduced to in One Piece, but don't be fooled by its simple rubber ability. While turning into rubber doesn't seem all that glamorous compared to controlling fire or creating earthquakes, Luffy shows us that it's not just the power, it's how you use it. Luffy's ability to stretch his body like rubber allows him to launch punches from impossible angles, bounce back from the hardest of hits, and even take on powerful enemies head-on. But what's most impressive is how Luffy constantly finds creative ways to push the limits of his abilities. From his signature move, Gomu Gomu no Pistol, to the game-changing Gear 4th, Luffy has turned his seemingly simple power into one of the most formidable abilities in the world. Have you ever thought about what it takes to turn a disadvantage into your greatest strength? That's Luffy's story in a nutshell, and the Gomu Gomu no Mi is at the heart of it all. Mera no Mi. The Mera no Mi, the Flame fruit, is another fan favorite. This fruit grants its user the power to control and become fire itself. It was first eaten by Portgas Ace and later inherited by Sabo. But this fruit isn't just about fiery attacks, it represents a legacy. Ace's connection to fire mirrors his fiery spirit, his will to fight for his friends, and his desire to carve his own path, despite the weight of being the son of Gol D. Roger. After Ace's tragic death, Sabo, Luffy's other brother, inherited the fruit. In Sabo's hands, the Mera no Mi became a symbol of both brotherly love and rebellion. Every time Sabo uses this power, you can almost feel the presence of Ace burning alongside him. Wouldn't it be incredible if you could carry on the legacy of a loved one, keeping their fire alive? That's what the Mera no Mi is all about, a power fueled by the flames of destiny. Gura no Mi. If there's one devil fruit that strikes fear into the hearts of even the bravest pirates, it's the Gura no Mi, or the Tremor fruit. This monstrous fruit was wielded by Whitebeard, one of the 4 emperors. It's said to be strong enough to destroy the world, creating massive earthquakes and tsunamis at will. Imagine having the ability to shatter the very ground beneath your enemy's feet, or split the sky with just a punch. Whitebeard wasn't just a pirate, he was a force of nature. But even with such destructive power, Whitebeard chose to protect those he cared about. He used the Gura no Mi not just for conquest, but to ensure the safety of his sons and his pirate crew. After Whitebeard's death, the power fell into the hands of Blackbeard, a man who has twisted it to pursue his dark ambitions. Blackbeard now possesses the ability to control both darkness and destruction, making him one of the most terrifying figures in the One Piece world. What would you do if you could shake the world, literally? With great power comes great responsibility, and the Gura no Mi has shaped the future of One Piece's world. Yami no Mi. Speaking of Blackbeard, his other devil fruit, the Yami no Mi, or dark fruit, is another infamous power. Unlike any other Logia fruit, the Yami no Mi allows its user to control darkness, but it comes with a twist. It doesn't make the user intangible. Instead, the darkness absorbs everything, including light and even the abilities of other devil fruit users. This unique ability allows Blackbeard to steal the powers of other devil fruit users, an ability no one else in the world has been able to replicate. But as with all great power, there's a price. The Yami no Mi forces its user to feel twice the pain when attacked. Blackbeard, however, doesn't seem to mind the risk. In his eyes, the benefits far outweigh the pain. Have you ever thought about how much you'd sacrifice for power? The Yami no Mi forces us to question just how far we're willing to go when the price is so steep. Hiei no Mi. Kuan, also known as Aokiji, wields the power of the Hiei no Mi, or ice fruit. With this Logia fruit, Kuan can freeze entire oceans, create weapons out of ice, and freeze opponents in an instant. This fruit is one of the most visually stunning in the series, with Kuan often leaving a trail of frozen devastation in his wake. What makes Kuan stand out is his laid-back personality. Despite wielding a power capable of freezing the world, he's often calm and collected. But don't let that fool you. When pushed, Kuan shows just how dangerous the ice fruit can be. He once fought a 10-day battle against Akainu, freezing half of an entire island. Would you remain as cool and calm if you had such a chilling power at your fingertips? Kuan shows us that sometimes the strongest powers belong to those who can control them with a level head. Opi no Mi. Trafalgar Law's Opi no Mi, or Oppa fruit, is one of the most versatile devil fruits in One Piece. Often referred to as the ultimate devil fruit, it grants Law the ability to create a room where he can manipulate anything within its boundaries with surgical precision. He can teleport objects, switch personalities, and even perform life-saving surgeries. But the true power of the Ope Ope no Mi is its rumored ability to grant eternal life, at the cost of the user's own life. This makes Law's fruit not just a tool of healing and attack, but also a treasure many seek to exploit for immortality. What would you do if you had the power to save lives, but also the power to grant eternal life? The Ope Ope no Mi makes Law one of the most dangerous, yet noble figures in the pirate world. Magum no Mi, the Magum no Mi, or magma fruit, is in the hands of Sakazuki, better known as Akainu. This devil fruit grants its user control over molten magma, allowing them to create devastating attacks capable of burning through anything. Akainu is one of the most fearsome figures in the Marines, and his power is a reflection of his ruthless personality. Unlike other users who balance their powers with compassion or restraint, Akainu is relentless. His magma-based attacks are merciless, and during the Marineford War, we witnessed the horrifying extent of his power when he mortally wounded Ace, one of the most beloved characters in One Piece. The Magum no Mi symbolizes absolute destruction and the unstoppable force of justice, at least in Akainu's eyes. This fruit's overwhelming power leaves a lasting impression, making Akainu one of the most feared men in the world. If you had this kind of unstoppable power, how would you wield it? The Magum no Mi challenges us to consider the consequences of such brutal strength and the burden it carries. Soru no Mi. Big Mom, one of the 4 emperors, wields the Soru no Mi, also known as the soul fruit. This unique devil fruit allows her to manipulate the very essence of life, souls. Big Mom can extract life force from others, shortening their lifespan or imbuing inanimate objects with souls, bringing them to life as her personal servants. The Soru no Mi is one of the most terrifying powers in One Piece, not just for its destructive potential, but for its sheer unpredictability. Big Mom uses this power to create living homies like Zeus, Prometheus, and Napoleon, who serve as her constant companions and weapons. Her ability to steal the lifespan of her enemies with just a touch makes her a terrifying force on the battlefield. But what's even more frightening is how Big Mom uses her power to control her own family, manipulating their loyalty and even their fear of her. In the wrong hands, a power like the Soru no Mi becomes not just a weapon, but a tool of manipulation and control. Would you dare to control the very souls of others? The Soru no Mi presents a chilling vision of power, one that forces us to think about the price of ruling over others with fear. Torito no Mi. Marco the Phoenix, the former 1st Division commander of the Whitebeard Pirates, holds the power of the Torito no Mi model, Phoenix, a mythical Zoan devil fruit. Unlike regular Zoan fruits that allow users to transform into animals, mythical Zoans give users the ability to transform into mythical creatures with extraordinary powers. In Marco's case, he becomes a phoenix, a legendary bird known for its ability to rise from the ashes. Marco's phoenix form grants him the power of regeneration. His blue flames don't burn like regular fire. Instead, they heal. This makes Marco a formidable fighter because he can endure attacks that would kill most people and recover almost instantly. During the Marineford War, we saw Marco's incredible ability to protect his allies while sustaining heavy damage himself. The Torito no Mi model. Phoenix is one of the most unique devil fruits because of its dual nature, offense and defense. Not only can Marco take on powerful enemies, but his healing flames also make him a crucial ally in battle. Would you rather have the power to heal yourself and others than to destroy your enemies? The Torito no Mi model. Phoenix gives Marco the rare ability to be both a protector and a fighter, a balance that's hard to come by in the world of One Piece. Pika no Mi. The Pika no Mi, or glint fruit, is wielded by the Marine Admiral Borsalino, also known as Kizaru. This Logia-type fruit grants Kizaru the ability to transform into and control light. With this power, he can move at the speed of light, making him one of the fastest and most elusive characters in One Piece. What makes Kizaru's power so terrifying is the sheer precision of his attacks. He can shoot beams of light that pierce through his enemies, create weapons made of light, and even blind or confuse his opponents. In a world where speed often determines the outcome of battles, Kizaru's ability to move faster than anyone else gives him a significant advantage. but Kizaru's laid-back and almost indifferent attitude toward his immense power makes him even more dangerous. He's not the type to get worked up over a fight, but when he does engage, his light-speed attacks are nearly impossible to avoid. Have you ever wished you could move faster than anyone else? The Pika Pika. Nomi is a reminder that sometimes, speed can be just as deadly as brute strength. So, which devil fruit power would you choose? Would you want the power of fire, the strength to shake the world, or the chilling control of ice? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of devil fruits, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you won't miss out on any new content.